So I want to make this video to show you guys what this pattern is and what to watch out for, because you don't want to trade this pattern. And you want to be careful, because when it happens, it can and will wipe your account completely out. So I just stopped what I'm doing, grab the cell phone, and I'm going to make a quick video to show you this pattern and to explain why it will wipe your account out and how you can possibly avoid it. And the video will be real short, so we'll flip over to the screen real quick and we'll get started. All right, so now we are about to look at this setup. The setup that is responsible for wiping me out multiple times in the past. So I could never figure out why I could make so much money in the market, and then all of a sudden one trade would just completely wipe me out. But I figured out over time that it was actually a strategy, and when I seen this strategy, I automatically knew to either close the trade or take profit very, very quickly. Now, here's the pattern. The pattern is referred to as a flagpole pattern. All right, so it's basically, and I think we were up in this area right here. So even if you mark your support and resistance lines, and then you draw your trend lines, even if that is on the chart, you still need to pay attention to this particular pattern. And this is how the pattern looks. You normally would see price go up, or somewhat of a pole. And also, I will tell you this, the pattern is more visible on a smaller, it looks a little different. It looked a little different earlier. All right, so back a few hours ago, this was early in the morning, back a few hours ago, all you seen was something that looked like this. And I'm gonna move this chart all the way over to the right. So I seen I seen this. And it looked it a lot different on a different chart, and I believe it also looked it different on a cell phone. So if you're looking at a chart on a cell phone, so what we notice is price moving up, and price is overextended at this area. It bumps up against a resistance level or a trend line, and then it rejects. So when price rejected, before the hour closed out, I entered the trade around this area right here. And I'll show you that in just a minute. So I entered the trade around this area right here, and price went down right here, and it kind of stopped and hesitated, and I got out around this area right here. Now once price stopped right here and this bar opened, I knew that this was going to go back up. All right, so remember, and I'll show you this in another video, because I'm only making this video and I'll make it as quick as possible because I wanted to show you guys this pattern is something to watch out for. But I was actually trading this. I put money in this account specifically to make the next video that you guys will watch, because on my channel I just put up a video about making 60 pips per day, but I wanted to show you guys what that looked like, because my explanation of that strategy seemed very simplistic, but it is not a simplistic strategy to follow. So I wanted to do a demonstration with real money. So this is the account. I put $52.93 in the account just a few days ago. I think it was Monday. Today's Friday. So I put this money in this account, and I traded I was attempting to trade the strategy. So make sure you watch the video when I put it out. But as you can see, these smaller trades here is what end up happening on the account. So for example, I was attempting to wait for this to cross, pull back, get in here, take it 30 pips, and do that one or two times, and then maybe let it work itself out, come up, get in right here, take it up 30 pips. So that's the strategy I was attempting to deploy here, as you can see in the last video, but I could never find a setup, and when a setup did occur, I usually missed it. And the reason I missed the setup because I was either not looking at the charts, or it happened early in the morning or very late at night. So over this last week or a few days, I stayed up literally from 10 o'clock. Well, I was probably going to be up at 10 o'clock anyway, but I stayed up 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock was the hours I was kind of watching the market. But even then, I was kind of missing different opportunities because I wasn't really glued to the chart. I was up around that period. All right, so price came up through here, I got in when it rejected, and I was looking for a pullback all the way to this area right here. But I knew to jump out of the trade when this hit this resistance line or support level right here. I knew because of the pattern that it generated. Now, flagpole pattern is said to look similar to a flagpole. All right, so you basically have, and I'll show you what you'll have. Let's bring up the sketch pad. So this is what it looks like. You have the market rising. Okay, you have the market rising. Momentum is picking up, but we all know at some point the market will reverse and come down, or momentum will run out. So what the market does is it runs up, and it appears to mimic a flagpole. So a flag looks similar to this. You know, you guys, you may see something like this. So price runs up, and then the candlestick stays similar or kind of in the range. And then one candlestick may pop out, wick, and then come down, but it stays in the range. Okay, it stays in this range, and then it goes higher. So what you'll see is it kind of consolidates a little bit, or stay in the range, not necessarily consolidate, and then it pops up and goes higher. So what a lot of people would do, and what I would do when I was trading this pattern, I didn't know of the pattern back then. I mean, I had heard of it, but I didn't really recognize it. I would get in here or somewhere in here saying the market was going to come down. All right, but instead the market would go up a little bit. When the market goes up a little bit, I would add to my position. Okay, well, great. Now I got another opportunity to make even more money. It would go up a little bit. Oh, well, the market is severely over bought now. I know I can get in and make a lot of money. So this is what I'm looking for. So now I'm in 3 positions. It goes up even higher. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, it has to come down now. It's definitely going to come down. But it doesn't. It surprises me and shocks the world and goes up even further. And now I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4 positions, 4 large positions. My account is over leveraged, and then at that point, I think, well, of course I can just hold out while while the market goes up just a little bit, and then the market just takes off and wipes my account off, wipes my account out, and you know, I blow the account. And then guess what the market does? After it blows, you know, it takes all my money and blow the account. It comes all the way back down here. Okay, and then I'm sitting here looking like, man, if I would have only had maybe a 0.01 lot, I could have held through all of this. But I learned over time that that wasn't the answer. The answer is recognizing when this pattern takes place and then going, oh, shoot, either don't trade or, okay, I see what this is doing, get out at a small loss. So I didn't recognize what this pattern was because I remember I got in on this candle right here. All right, and the reason I got in is because the candle came up here and it rejected this level. So it rejected this level. So now I'm looking for this to come back down to this level. I think at the time I didn't have this even marked on the chart. I think I was looking for it to come down all the way back down to this level, almost somewhere toward the bottom of this candle right here. That's what I was looking for. And I was really hoping at some point it would retest this, and then I was going to get in to go back in the opposite direction, which is the strategy that we talked about in the last video. But it didn't do that. It stopped right here, and when it stopped right here and I seen this red candle right here close or get ready to close in this area, I immediately jumped out. And when I seen price pop up right here, I immediately knew not to get in to try to take this down even to this level or to this level, because I knew what this pattern was, especially since this popped up and kind of went over a little bit and then kind of popped out of the range here. So true, when you see this pattern or when you see this particular pattern on this chart, it doesn't necessarily mimic the textbook. It doesn't mimic the textbook flagpole pattern where you see a perfectly bullish candle and then you see another little candle here, nice little candle, and then another small little candle and another small little candle. All right, that's usually what a perfect scenario would look like, but the market is not going to be perfect. You can't put the market in a box. So what we see on this chart is we see the market come up, go down, and now we can kind of see that, wait a minute, this is resembling a flagpole pattern where the market is strong and this is only a pullback and it's going higher. Another pattern that mimics that is this. You guys know if the market is coming up, it does this. You'll see it does do this right here. And you'll see people all the time when they're showing you this, you'll see them say, draw a line through here, draw a line through here, draw a line through here, basically touching the point where it stopped before it reversed and then come back through and then touch this line again. So that's a bullish sign. So if you go over to our chart over here, you see the market come up, stop here, and then come down and go up. So it looks almost similar to that pattern, or like it's mimicking that pattern that resembles a strong bullish pattern. So anyway, that is one of the things you need to make sure you recognize. It could save you when you're trading. And even if I'm at a loss, small loss, and I feel very confident or somewhat confident about the trade, I will get out of the trade if I see this pattern or anything that resembles the flagpole pattern take place. Because I know how dangerous that pattern is, because this goes up. And even the stochastic, some people try to trade this when it gets overbought or whatever. But look where we are right here. This is overbought. It's even overbought here, and it's still going higher. Here's a very strong trend line, broke it, still going higher. So this pattern is dangerous, and it keeps going. It will just wipe your account completely out. I've been through it several times in the past before I actually recognized it. So that's definitely what you want to be cautious of. Now, I need you guys to do two things for me. I need you guys to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, but like the video, and I also need you guys to go and watch this video where I deposit this money in this account and where I explain how we got the account up 100%, or a little over 100%. I deposited $52 in the account. I was only trying to deposit 50, but the profit is $54, and we haven't even started. Okay, we haven't even started to truly implement the strategy that we talked about. All right, so I want you guys to make sure you go watch that video, and I hope you get some good information from it. And again, I don't want to make this video too long, but I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys have a great day.